our representative on board, you know. So we'll go ahead and let him talk now.
Yeah, so just want to give a quick update. Obviously, we sent the press release out. James is no longer with the EDC. We're currently actively searching for a new EDC CEO. We have talked to RJL. Jonathan Blake is going to represent the EDC again as an interim director. So we do have directorship, but we are actively looking for a full-time person for the position.
You got any questions, Andy?
No, I'm good.
All right, well, thanks for coming.
Yep.
Good.
Thanks.
Cody.
Okay. I'm going to start with the alleys. The alley over here, what's the lady's name that lives in that alley? Kamala's granddaughter. That's that alley right there. I'm not sure. But it's horrible. We need to have it graded or something.
All right.
I was going to also, in the process of that, there's a gentleman that locally that has a bobcat, like kind of like what Ray used to do with the streets. I was thinking about getting a quote from him to the streets or the alleys, as well as just that one, like a one-time quote for that, and then quote the whole town for that. Yeah, so I'm looking at that. But either way, we need to do something with that alley. It's pretty bad. If you drive down there, it beats your teeth out.
Just rough.
Yeah, it was potholed like crazy.
It doesn't need stone, just really, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, you fill it in with stone and then you just drive over it. You push the stone out the hole. We need to decide what we're going to do with the drains down here at McCarty's. If we want to have them jetted and try that out, or if we're just going to throw our hands out of it, or what we want to do with that.
I thought we did already say go ahead and jet it.
I never got an answer from anybody on that.
So, you're all right with doing that, aren't you, Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then there's also a drain. It's a storm drain over there at Tim Peters' house. We got to do something with that. We got to get it cleaned out. I think we should do that while we do that Main Street drains. What I've been told from Jerry in the past is that he hasn't wanted to fix it because every time he's fixed it, the guy covers it over with dirt.
Where at?
Over there at Tim Peters. It's
Is it on
basically
the front of the house,
where he parks. So if we do fix it, we're gonna have to be on him about how to do that.
Is he complaining on it? Or?
No, but if it yes,
Water
when
goes
I
on?
drove through there, it was my little swimming. We need to think about getting another generator for the lift station so that we don't fall into this catching up thing I'm doing right now.
Get some quotes on it. Is there grants for that?
You can ask us, sir.
Okay. I don't know if I needed to get permission to do it, but I want to move the hydrant behind Ed Selvage's house to where we've already got the fence on our property, where it's already receded. Like we already put the fence receded to the town. I'd like to get permission to move that, but I don't exactly know when I'm going to get to it. I just want to get pre-approved for that.
You work with him on that?
We've got the hydrants and everything.
Yeah, you're just talking about just moving it.
Yeah.
You don't need any permits or anything to do that. You can just go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
If you got Weaver, Allen, George, or
Yeah, that's the plan, yeah.
Yeah. No permits required.
And we did a reset on that, move the fence back and we fixed it.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah, that's why we did it like
Recess.
that. And then read this past summer, TTS hit that, and that has no shut off. So if that gets hit, it's 100 years old. It'll be fun fixing it all.
It's right on the alley there. Behind
Yeah,
behind that building.
it's a problem. Okay. I plan on getting a quote for coal patch, and I'll have that for hopefully the next meeting. And
iPad or anything? Okay. I'll get over to him, we'll get you the tablet with the case on it.
Thank you.
It's not, they're not working well on his phone.
Yeah, we're having trouble with
It's
that.
too much for his phone.
We'll get the high quality iPad with the high processor. Okay.
Get a quote on, patching all the cracks in the asphalt too. Just see what that's gonna run us
Okay,
on the roads.
so I would guess what company on it?
You know who they
We
use?
can use Central Paving, we can use Town and Country, Reef Riley, and Milestone, whichever one you get.
Okay, before you leave, I'll write this company.
I'll be in
I'll
tomorrow
give them all a
morning.
call.
I'll bring you tomorrow morning, maybe contacts.
Okay, that works.
You know, thanks for all you've been doing here with all the storm damage.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yep, that's what I'm here for.
Are you guys picking up sticks in or?
Yeah, that's gonna be probably the rest of the week and next week.
So I've seen a lot of
Yeah,
piles out by the road.
Yeah, we'll have a ton. And other than that, we're just still waiting on the guy to come do something with the camera. He did say that it was server thing. The server thing was bad.
It was shot.
Yeah, but we said we also don't
He
need
was
that.
supposed to give us quotes for
Yeah, we're
a
waiting
new
on it.
camera for the ponds, but
Is he talking about the recorder or the actual?
what he talked, it was the whole thing.
Yeah, he acted like it was pretty much the whole thing.
Is that the camera in the corner?
No, it's
The one down at the
ponds.
ponds.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't do anything about that because it's a proprietary licensing issue. I could not get in there and start messing with it and mess up. It would cause legal problems.
Yeah,
He
yeah, he
said
got
gave
into
us
it.
quotes and we
It
never
was
heard,
pretty fried.
never heard back from him.
Apologize for not being able to do that.
I
Alright.
don't remember what his name is.
Chris,
Yeah, Chris, something like that. Never heard
his
of
name's
it.
number.
Me too, but I can't remember his last name. I'll text him, find out what's going on. Okay.
Probably like everything else, waiting on parts.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Andy, you got anything for Cody?
He's doing a good job. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, Jeff.
Only thing I've got is working on the budget stuff. We'll have to have the, budget hearing before the meeting next month. And then we'll have to do the adoption of the hearing at the October meeting.
We'll have it at the meeting next month
Before,
before.
we have to do it right before it starts.
All business, fireman's breakfast is this Saturday at the fire station. Any other new business? We're good up on the water project.
I have an update. There's some stuff if you got me later on.
You go ahead and do it.
So I'm in tomorrow morning recording the water project. You know, that will give you an update. We'll give a complete update tomorrow morning. I'll bring you information for the neighbors. On the way in, I parked by the sign and we have a 22 megabit per second upload or download and 4 megabit per second upload. So, and we have extra signal strength, so we got new Wi-Fi out there.
Yeah.
I talked to Weaver on the sidewalk going to the Dollar General. He wanted a set of drawings. But he had a proposal, so we'll come in early next week. We'll survey the whole thing and we'll do a complete set of drawings, and then we'll give prices from several contractors on that. Start pulling the permit from Don as well, so we'll get that taken care of.
How many things are you gonna have to move?
Well, I hope we can just get up on the side of the hill with a handrail, and then we may have to put a culvert under.
It's gonna be wide enough for golf carts.
If you want it to be, we would have to move telephone pole. But, or put, yeah, we'd have to move telephone
I
pole.
think that's a major thing, that the people are driving golf carts out there too, so
Okay, thanks for that. We'll make sure to handle both.
maybe a quote on both ways.
Got it. We'll do that.
It's not astronomical. And the light cost them in the pool. Taking 2 days to put 3 poles in.
Is it Nipsville or is ours?
I don't know. Power's on.
My power just came on.
That's good news.
Yep.
And then, I had a few other updates. We have to send out lead service line notices that we did not notify them last year, but this year we're done. So I need to send out about 20, 30 letters. But it's done. All the meters have been replaced. There are no more lead service lines. So if you get a bunch of pissed off people about lead service lines, that we're just saying, in the past we had to notify you that you have lead service, but now that we thought maybe you might have, but now you do not. And then we'll say, good news, you do not. And we'll send an item, and then we'll be done with the lead service line stuff.
So there was ones that we suspected were not.
Yeah, galvanized required replacement was not. They were just galvanized lines. There's no lead service. There may have been a lead gooseneck in the past, but we replaced most of the water lines in town. Except for that one going down the alley to your house. I think we'll replace that one. Yeah, so we'll have to send those notices out. So I just want to let you know, if people call, that's just paperwork. There are no lead service lines anymore. And then your meter, how's your meter reading going? Okay.
Good, other than the tablet thing.
Okay.
It's
Take care
pretty
of it.
easy, really.
Your water audit validation has been submitted. It's done. Your water loss is less this year than it was last year. The wet protection plan was submitted. I think it's not approved. It will be approved soon. And then there's a couple other reports we have to do that are taken care of as well. So all of your non-routine water reporting requirements have been taken care of. So that's probably one of what was going on with that. We started it back in January, so it took a while to get it all done. And I get copies of everything to you.
Thank you.
And then, the final one thing I've got is, Andy was here about August 1996. I was sitting out in the parking lot, and some old guy walks over and says, "What are you doing here?" And it was Ralph. So I don't know if you guys would be happy to have a 30-year, like a dinner or something like we did 2 years ago if you wanted something. Didn't think about it.
1996.
1996, 30 years. So I'm old. So if you wanted to have like a little, like we did last year, like we did a few years ago, just have a dinner for the whole town, they come and eat all they want to.
It's up to you when you do something like that.
Yeah. Let me know when you want to do it.
All right.
Then what do you think, Jeff?
Give me some dates and I'll tell you if it's ready to happen.
I'll just want.
Well, congratulations. It's been a long time.
Well, thanks for keeping me employed.
Appreciate you looking into all that stuff too.
Well, thank you, guys.
Andy, got anything for Ken?
No, I'm good. I just had a guy wanted to, I was gonna mention about the sidewalk, but since he's already got it.
Sorry you had to know me for 30 years, Andy.
That's okay.
Is the power still on?
Yep.
Adam, you got something?
Yeah, maybe Facebook will calm down now.
Rockville?
Yeah.
And you've been out too?
No, we were up from about noon to 10 p.m. And then apparently it just went out again, and now it's just midnight. I got a generator, so it didn't bother me a bit.
Sorry.
But
I felt like we were turned into Amish over here.
no, we were out for a while. It doesn't matter because we're used to it.
It's
But,
kind of cool, at least it's not super hot.
yeah, we had the windows open, so it's not too bad. But
How can we help?
the hunt drain that we redid to the property is not functioning. When the creek floods, it's now backing up, so we put in a one-way valve at the pond, because we found out initially it was relieving itself into the pond. So then we're getting creek water and city water into the pond, so we did a one-way valve there, and that stops that, and that's working. And now, it's coming down the hill with such force that it blew the manhole cover off at pond level, and blew the one off halfway up the hill, the last one up the hill, and blew it clean off. And you can see where all the water runoff went, and it basically kind of flooded that side of the property and into the pond anyway, so it's still finding its way to the pond. And then there's a blowout, kind of between where the standpipe is and where it tees into that other, the main drain, and then right next to the top manhole that's been blown out there for a while.
When we did the project, we paid for some easements a couple times, and we did a study report showing that during heavier rains, because of the difference in elevation going across the street the longer distances and going down the hill, that there may be an occasion where the water rises so high it will come back up the pipe. It will be temporary and go back down. I think that's what you're seeing right now. Instead of the pipe, if you took a look at where it was previously, it would pop out of the ground and see those sinkholes. Well, that was what was happening. It would come out of the pipe, it would pop out a sinkhole, break the pipe, and then it would create a sinkhole and a nice fill. Now, if pop the manhole up, that's good because then breaking the pipe, just put the manhole lid back on, and then that'll be okay. As we look at that study, when we did the report, we did that complete study saying because of the elevation differences, and to get out of the county's jurisdiction, it may occasionally back up during heavier rains. As the river goes down, that stuff will go away. There's nothing we can do about it because of the hydraulic situation. We put it as long as we could, as steep as we could, as low as we could. And right now, the effluent to the pipe is right at normal creek level, so it's got maximum flow out. So that's if you take a look at the report and the way it was approved and the study we did showing that, there's nothing we can do about it because hydraulic.
How often does it happen?
I haven't been down there since that storm, but stuff like this, basically, not super often.
Heavier rains?
Yeah. I guess also the plot that's just to the north of where the pipe was put in is now small, 100% of the time. There was drainage there that was hooked up, but there wasn't anything put back because we didn't know what was there and what wasn't there. And it's just always a small, like technically it's the neighbors that live there. I don't know who they are. Adjacent to their property, but they don't think it's theirs. But it gets into their yard. Like right now, I can guarantee it's a lake for sure, without a doubt. And it'll be a lake for the next 3 months.
If there wasn't something hooked up, we could get Alan back down there, we could hook it up.
Yeah, it's
Just tell us if you know where it is, we can take a look at that.
He came out a year ago. And I probably found some pictures on my phone, but probably a year ago or so. And walked out there with me in the water and looked at it. And kind of could see some spots where there may have been a drain, but it would have to be trenched back in there.
You walked with him?
Now,
Alan George?
Mhm.
Okay. I didn't know if it's the property owner or Alan.
no, so I own that property. The majority of when it's flooding, it just gets up into that yard. And there ain't been a survey done in 100 years, so we don't know where it truly ends. But because it was split when Christensen's bought it, my dad bought the plot on the backside of it. So we've only owned it for 20 years maybe.
Hydraulically, because we did study and it shows what this would happen during heavier rains. Hydraulically, we can't improve it. The only thing we do is put pumps at the bottom of the hill, pump it out, and then we go out a hell of a lot faster. And then we need a permit to start doing that. We couldn't pump it out. But it's one of those situations where we knew this would happen because of hydraulics. And it even happened in the other way, and we could know that because the sinkholes are there. But at least around the county's jurisdiction with this, it only occurs Yeah, some of that's run off the fields. It was the same thing as before where it all ended up in, who's the property owner?
Dean Cry.
Cribsville. Before it ended up in Cribsville, we
Yeah.
thought we could send it to the creek way, but
Yeah, the only time that we had like extreme blowouts on our side of the property was like pretty much full flood level. And then we had it, but it was literally like whatever it was, 2008, 2007. When we got that flood, we had geysers like in multiple places across the yard. Other than that, we never had visible blowouts like Cripes did. But so we weren't taking out water.
it was blowing out cracks. It's blowing out here. It's just, unless we put the pipe on top of the ground and then let it flow in like a bathtub. I apologize. We did pay easements. And we did do it. And then we can get Alan down there and we can have him take a look and see if there's any place he's connected. I'm not sure what else we can do as far as knowing this would happen going into it to get out of the county's jurisdiction.
I'll have Alan George look at it, make sure that's hooked up.
Yep, we'll do it. We'll do it.
So when it blows those manhole lids or whatever, someone have to physically go and put them back on?
If they're off, we'll put them back on. We could weld them on there, but we don't know.
That-
I don't know if we
I guess that's the question. Can we bolt them down to force the hydraulic pressure to be higher to
We
force
could.
it into the river?
We can bolt them down. We can buy a kit and bolt them down. Provides relief in the pipe. But if you want to bolt them down, we can bolt them down.
What's the odds of that newer pipe busting?
As long as it's not a place to go, so it's a straighter run, and it's HDPE. The other pipe was clay, concrete and clay.
It's probably the red clay that's
Yeah.
back in.
Yeah, the only thing I don't know is where it hooks to the first pit. Basically where they seamed it to the old clay. Is that going to become the weak spot? Because it blew that one off. Which the first time I caught it, it didn't blow that one off. It was just foaming in that one. And it was all the way at the top of the lower ones.
Let's have Alan take a look at it. I mean, we knew this would happen. Let's have Alan take a look at it, see what we can do to improve it.
We'll have Alan and Ken take a look at it and see what we can do.
Okay.
Appreciate you coming to us.
I also want the water to go. I just don't want to be the person to take it.
No, I get it. Ken does his due diligence normally, and everything he looks at is by the books. We put a lot of faith in him for 30 years now, I guess.
Don't get me fired.
Andy, you got anything?
No, I'm good.
You got any comments, council comments?
No, everything's going good.
Jason's not here tonight, and we're still,
Oh, that's another thing I wanted to say.
I know, Pam told me at Dollar General.
Okay, didn't need you for a while, I've heard that.
Yeah, the people racing up and down the highway when the school kids are crossing. Is that what you're talking about?